Okay, so you're scrolling through your feed, right? YouTube Shorts, TikTok, maybe Reels, and bam! Suddenly there's this, like, baby avatar, but it's talking like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
It's weird, but this whole talking baby podcast trend, it's just exploding. I mean, those Rogan clips, they're getting hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of views, like super fast.
It's really taken off.
And, if you're listening, you probably want the quick lowdown, those aha moments. So let's get into what's actually going on here.
Exactly. We've been digging around, looking at articles, even a YouTube transcript, actually, to really, wrap our heads around it. So our mission today is pretty straightforward. Unpack this whole talking baby thing, figure out maybe where it came from, and importantly, show you how anyone, if they're curious, could actually make one themselves.
Right, like a shortcut to understanding this whole craze.
Think of it that way, yeah. An express route.
Okay, so what is the magic? Why are these things so popular? I mean, a cartoon baby quoting Theo Von, it's just bizarre.
It is bizarre.
Yeah.
And I think that's key. It's this unexpected mix of humor and, well, just how new it feels. The sheer absurdity, a baby avatar talking about really adult stuff.
That creates instant comedy, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it's not just the shock value, I don't think. The actual content underneath still matters. Like you said, Theo Von, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
People are using audio from figures that are already popular. So engaging audio is still king, even in this weird baby format.
Ah, okay. So it's not just random nonsense.
No, no. And maybe it's also, a playful way to look at familiar content differently. Or maybe just making dense stuff like podcasts a bit more digestible for short video.
That makes sense. A funny baby saying boring stuff wouldn't really grab anyone, I guess.
Right.
And speaking of grabbing attention, one of the sources we looked at really hammered home something. The captions. How vital they are.
Oh, absolutely critical, yeah. For social media video, especially where, people watch with the sound off so often, captions are just essential.
So these baby videos are no different.
Not at all. In fact, the research suggests they absolutely, quote, demand amazing captions if you want them to actually work.
Okay, got it. So where did this even start? Did someone just wake up one day and think, talking babies, it feels like it just appeared?
Huh. Well, with these viral trends, finding patient zero is often really tricky, isn't it? There's rarely just one single video that starts it all.
Yeah, fair enough.
But one article we read did mention the comedian John LaJoy. He was apparently doing stuff kind of in this vein early on, exploring that sort of comedic juxtaposition.
Oh, interesting. Like the general idea.
Yeah, maybe not specifically the, the baby versions of famous podcasters we're seeing everywhere now, but sort of playing with that unexpected format.
Okay. And our sources also mentioned a specific YouTube channel, like a hub for this stuff.
Yes, exactly. The Talkin' Baby podcast channel. That seems to be a real focal point for this current wave. They've just been consistently putting out these shorts, baby avatars, different topics, and the quality and the humor, it's clearly hitting a nerve. They built a pretty big audience doing it.
And it's not just podcasts now. I think I saw something about movie scenes, too.
Yeah, it's definitely evolving, expanding. People are repurposing audio from movies now. One source, the transcript, used The Princess Bride as an example, and pointed out that even if the lip sync isn't perfect, you still instantly know who the characters are supposed to be.
Right, okay. So the big question then, how do you actually make one? It sounds like it would be super complicated, but maybe not.
Well, based on what we've seen, there seem to be a couple of main ways people are doing it. Method one kind of combines tools maybe creators already know. You might use, say, OpenAI's ChatGPT, the one with image capabilities, to generate the baby picture.
Okay, so AI makes the baby image.
Right. Then you need audio. You could grab a podcast clip, record your own, or even use AI voice stuff like ElevenLabs is mentioned as a good one.
Gotcha. Image, then audio.
Then you try to sync the lips. Video editors like CapCut have features for that, though getting it perfect can be tricky.
Right, the lip sync challenge.
And then crucially, step 4 is enhancing it. Adding subtitles, maybe music, B-roll. Using tools like Submagic is mentioned for this.
Submagic again for the captions and polish.
Exactly. Then you publish. So that's one route, kind of piecing it together with different tools.
That sounds doable, actually, if you know those tools. But the article we read seemed really keen on another specific platform.
That's right, yeah. The article was quite focused on a platform called Hedra.
Hedra.
Yeah, they called it a kind of one-stop shop. Apparently, it's been around since about 2023, which is like dog years in AI time.
True. So what does Hedra do?
Well, it basically integrates a bunch of stuff, text-to-speech, image generation, and image-to-video, all in one place.
Ah, okay, so it combines those steps.
Pretty much, yeah. It uses AI for the voice,
Yeah.
making the avatar, and trying to sync the lip movements to the audio you give it.
So with Hedra, you could, like, do the whole thing there, make the baby image, type in a script, make it talk.
Exactly. The workflow sounds quite smooth. You can generate an image right in Hedra or upload one. The article writer mentioned using MidJourney sometimes for the image, then bringing it into Hedra.
Okay, MidJourney for maybe a specific look.
Perhaps. Did you just type your script? Hedra turns it into speech. And the really interesting part is prompting the animation.
Prompting the animation, how does that work?
You tell it how you want the baby to act, like smiling, angry, or the example given was make it talk and gesture like he is on a podcast.
Wow, and is the animation good? You mentioned imperfect lip sync earlier.
True. The lip sync isn't described as flawless, but the article actually suggested that imperfection kind of adds to the weird, funny vibe of it all.
Right, makes it less polished, more surreal.
Yeah. And apparently, Hedra seems to understand the script contextually, so the gestures might loosely match what's being said. The creator even timed it about 5 minutes to make a 1-minute clip.
5 minutes, seriously? For the whole video part? That's really fast.
Incredible, isn't it?
But hang on, those captions are still essential, right? Even with Hedra.
Oh, 100%, yes.
Mm.
Even with Hedra doing the video, the article was clear. The output isn't really social media ready without captions.
Okay, so Submagic comes back in again.
Exactly. You take your Hedra video, upload it to Submagic, pick a style, and bam, automatic captions, often with emojis and stuff.
And the article writer liked Submagic for this.
Yeah. Raved about how easy it was, drag and drop editing, professional look. They reckon they made 4 1-minute clips in about half an hour using that combo. MidJourney, Hedra, Submagic.
30 minutes for 4 videos.
Oh.
Wow, so Hedra simplifies the animations, Submagic handles the vital captions.
That seems to be the takeaway, yeah.
What about other options? Riverside was mentioned briefly.
Right. Riverside, known mostly as a podcasting platform, yeah. Apparently they have a beta feature that can convert video into these talking baby styles, and others too.
So if you already use Riverside...
It could be convenient, exactly. But the suggestion was the animation maybe isn't quite as advanced or customizable as Hedra's. Worth checking out if you're already on the platform, though.
Okay. Let's just circle back to captions one more time because both sources really stress this. It feels like it's almost more important than perfect animation.
You could definitely argue that, yeah. Like we said, sound off viewing is huge.
Oh.
Captions are how you get the message across, how you keep people watching for more than 2 seconds.
And the article specifically said Hedra's output needs them.
Yep. Isn't quite ready for social media without them. And Submagic seems to be the go-to for making that process easy and look good.
It's wild to think about the money behind this, too. Hedra got significant funding.
Yeah, $32 million apparently from
Yeah.
a big VC firm. That definitely signals that, investors see real potential in this type of AI content creation. It's not just a fleeting joke.
Suggests this tech is sticking around.
Seems likely. The article also mentioned cost. Hedra was about $10 a month for decent voices, and Submagic has a free option to start.
Okay, so relatively accessible financially, too, right? So for anyone listening who's now thinking, okay, I kind of want to try this, can we just quickly recap the steps, maybe focusing on that MidJourney Hedra Submagic route since it seemed pretty effective?
Sure, yeah, let's break it down. Step 1, generate your baby image. Use MidJourney or Hedra itself. The transcript gave that prompt's example.
Right.
Joe Rogan, as a 3-year-old baby in a podcasting studio, you adapt that for whoever you want.
Okay, step 1, get the baby pic.
Step 2, go into Hedra. Type your script what the baby will say. Use Hedra's text-to-speech to create the audio.
Makes sense. Step 3, upload the image.
Exactly. Upload that baby image you made into Hedra. Then step 4, animate it. Give Hedra that prompt, like make it talk and gesture like he is on a podcast.
Okay, tell it how to move. And Hedra generates the video.
Yep, it processes that and gives you the video file. Then, step 5, the crucial one, upload that video to Submagic.
And finally,
Step 6, choose your caption style in Submagic. Let it do its thing, add the text, add the emojis, make it look engaging.
so image, script to audio in Hedra, upload image, prompt animation, get video, upload to Submagic, add captions.
That's pretty much the flow described, yeah.
It really does sound like the barrier to entry is way lower than you'd think. It kind of democratizes making this sort of viral content, doesn't it? In a really weird way.
That's a great way to put it. It's this fascinating mix of humor, something new, and AI tech that's getting easier and easier to use. Making a talking baby isn't just for pro animators anymore.
And if you get it right, compelling audio, those essential captions, the potential for views, for engagement, seems massive. It's a really interesting way for creators to, I don't know, cut through the noise.
Totally. And for anyone listening who wants to stay ahead of the curve, understanding how these tools work, how quickly formats can shift online, well, it's pretty valuable knowledge, I'd say.
Definitely. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the slightly surreal world of Talking Baby podcast, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? With AI making this kind of stuff so accessible, what other completely unexpected, maybe equally bizarre formats are we going to see popping up next?
Mhm.
And how are we, as the audience, going to keep reacting to this constantly changing social media landscape? It's definitely something to keep thinking about.